Yes, good day, my friends. It is your brother and friend, Francis Chinedu, from Ebube Africa Media. Today, again, we are going to look at a subject, a topic as well, if you can say, regarding our educational system, which I call a non-functional educational system. It is sad to say that part of our challenges, yes, we all know that it is leadership. It is leadership. Having said this, why am I going in this direction in this video to discuss briefly the impact of non-functional educational system? If we as a people have really changed our worldviews or invented the worldviews of our own, then there is need for us to understand that if our educational system is no longer functional, then permit me to say that it is more wiser for us to devise a means. Whereby we don't need to spend our hard-earned money in wasting the resources by claiming that we are sending our words and our children to school, when we know that the system of education is no longer functional, mostly in the government schools, and also even some private schools that are not in line with the trend in moving to be innovative or to invent the type of educational system that will get our children and both the ones in the junior schools and the higher schools empowered to be able to fit into the demands of this age. It's a waste of resources. Let's look at the higher institution or institutions of higher learning in Nigeria and then also in other parts of Africa. It's a waste of resources to send an adult to school, and at the end of the day, upon graduation, there is nothing to show. There is nothing to really prove that this person has gone through a high institution or higher institution or university or polytechnic or college of education. And why is that so? Because the curriculum and the programs, the courses which is being offered is most of them are already outdated in what they are offering still in the schools. They are outdated. And the lecturers bragging themselves about care less. They don't care anything to improve on what they are giving to our students. It's very, very pathetic. And that's why our brothers and sisters, we can measure up when we leave the shores of Africa. We realize that we have nothing to show for the certificate that we are carrying. It's very, 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 very pathetic. So, this is what is really making me to be going in this direction in order to help us to see the reason why we begin to help ourselves. As a matter of fact, your destiny, my destiny, is in my hands. It's not in the hands of anybody. No one is to be blamed per se. Yes, no one. But you have to discover a way to see that you get yourself to the position, to the pedestal where you belong to in life. You have a role to play. I have a role to play. Say, for instance, on this subject we are discussing now, if the higher institutions are no longer functional, why don't we look at raising or getting ourselves equipped, learning skills that are needed, that are in demand? Instead of the 4 years or 5 years you're going to waste, both your time and the financial resources, you can get yourself, you can learn from YouTube, you can learn from the internet, you can go and learn a trade or learn a skill. And then that money you will use to go and spend in our outdated universities that can no longer boast of raising leaders, raising youth that can compete with their fellow youths or graduates from different parts of the world. Then of what use are we spending our hard-earned money? Parents are suffering, struggling to go and train them in the schools that by the time they graduate, they can't fit into anywhere. Is it not worrisome and sad and pathetic? And there's something that needs to be addressed, especially by parents. There's need for us to begin to see these realities and then begin to work towards something that is practical to redeem the status quo. It is very, very sad, brothers and sisters. It is very, very sad. It seems as if we have a mind, but we don't use the mind. We don't think analytically. The reason why why we have some of these things at the state at which it has gone so bad to this level is because, yes, our leaders are not visionary. I accept the fact. Most of our leaders are not visionary. Most of them are corrupt. Most of them are myopic. Very many of them have no reason to be in government, but they're still there. Self-imposed. Willing to employ all manner of violence to remain in power. But then, my standpoint is this: regardless of how oppressive, regardless of how bad, regardless of how messed up a system could be, a government could be, there is something that the people, individuals, which I call individual social responsibility, which I call your personal responsibility, of what you have to do to help yourself, to get to your aspiration in life, to get to your goals, your plans, without getting frustrated by the government of the day. If our education has come to the level of being non-functional, then we have to begin to find a means to get ourselves back on track. Like I said, instead of going to waste the resources, having known that nothing is coming out at the end of the day, after spending years and years in higher institutions, nothing to show for it, and we cannot even fit into the demands of the day, then what's the point? My friend, not quite a long time, did a plugin or put up an article about what our mass communication students needs to be doing at this age. I studied mass communication, but of a truth, what we studied many years ago, for more than 20 years ago, if nothing has been changed in the same schools that we went through, still, it's useless. in today's mass communication department in universities, both in my home country and other parts of Africa, we have to be now, at this time, be thinking of teaching people how to do YouTube, how to do videos, how to do podcasts, you know, how to do copywriting in an advanced way, how to become a freelancer in writing, journalism, and everything associated with it has taken a different dimension of what we were taught those days and what it has to be, or what it used to be and what it is now. As a matter of fact, communication students, I'm just using it as an example, remember, have to be taught content creating or content creation. Because with that, you don't need any job. With that, you become self-employed. It is the era we are. It is the era whereby what you can offer is what gives you your edge over many. What you can deliver as a service places you on the echelon, places you on the top. It won't be a surprise. We hear some amazing things. YouTubers have been paid. Yes, but then, that's why I said earlier, well, what is the use of sending your ward, for instance, to a school to go and study mass communication, where what the child or where the scholar, whatever he or she will be learning for many number of years, has nothing to offer in line with what is in demand in this 21st century in the communication world or communication industry. A whole lot have changed. And that's why the saying goes that change is the only thing that is permanent. Then if we in Africa, we are not changing, then there is a problem. Then we will be backward in following the trend of things as it is evolving globally. So there is need for us to understand and embrace this reality that our educational system is expired. It's expired. It is no longer acceptable. I will be ending this video here today, and I thank you once again for coming to my channel. Thank you for your time. I will see you again soon. Remember to subscribe, remember to share, remember to comment.